One thing about Tom Cruise is that boy gonna run. He been running for the past 29 years with this Mission Impossible franchise. Now we're on our eighth and supposedly final installment. So I got a chance to see Mission Impossible last night at a screening. Shout out to the Mission Impossible team for their excellent rollout. We had a orchestra, which was very interesting. A black orchestra singing the theme song of playing the theme song of Mission Impossible, and we had the legendary Angela Bassett came in the building and showed up and gave a couple inspiring words about the film and how she loved the action and the long hours that it took to make this incredible film. Now, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning takes place exactly where the last one left off, where the IMF team and Ethan Hunt are facing the Entity, which is a pretty much an AI generated software that has been established to pretty much take over the world. Now, simply what they're going to do is going to end the world in the hopes of wiping out all of mankind's existence by taking over all the nuclear weapons throughout the world through their AI generated software. So now Ethan Hunt and the MIF team must now come together and band together while also facing the Entity and Gabriel, who is trying to who has come back into the fold, who is trying to get a hold of the Entity so he can control it for himself to make the world in his new world order shaping of how he wants to see the world. And now Ethan has 3 days to save the world from the Entity and Gabriel. Now, if you don't remember from the last one, Gabriel was the villain from almost, ooh, almost from like Mission Impossible 5. He actually killed Ethan Hunt's wife and he killed a couple of his friends and he got away. And the last one, he got away and he was actually working with the Entity. Now, in this rendition, I have to say, there were a lot of pros and cons. I'm going to start with I really liked Fallout. To me, was one of the best Mission Impossible movies. A lot of people consider it a classic. To me personally, I liked the last one better. I thought Dead Reckoning to me just had everything. It had such a good cast. The storyline was good. The action was amazing in Dead Reckoning, and like the kind of the introduction to the Entity was also interesting with the keys and all. Yeah, I just like the story of the original, excuse me, of the previous story. Now, the pros I will say in this is Tom Cruise is amazing. Like he's an amazing actor. I love the fact that he does all his stunts. Like some of the stunts in this movie were just out of this world. Like I couldn't believe they were actually doing this. Like when he was diving in the water in the submarine, the air pressure tank that he had on, the suit, jumping out of a freaking airplane, not even jumping an airplane, doing a fighter jet pilot airplanes while fighting someone in the air. It's like these stunts are just like crazy because he does them all. Now, all in all, was incredibly long. Like this movie was almost 3 hours, and the thing that I loved about the last one was that the action was not as spread out. To me, in the last one, it had everything kind of came together. It was the storyline, the action, the suspense, the drama, the hand to hand fight scenes. Even though this one had all that, but to me, they spaced this out too long. You almost had to go like 30-minute intervals to 45-minute intervals till you got like the next big like action scene. And to me, like when you're in your last reckoning, the final act, like I want to see action through the whole movie. Like I don't want the story, we got the story, you know what's going on, give me the action. And I mean give me the action continuously. That's really my only complaint about this movie, that it had great action but you just got so much of the story with this 3 hour movie. It's like they could have chopped a good 30 minutes from this movie. Like this, I mean, it's a good way to end the saga. I love the ending. I love how they brought out. They kind of bring it to. They never. This is the final reckoning, but it could be another one. So like like it doesn't end where it doesn't lead off ending where it could not be another possibility of them having another one. So like I said, all in all, this was a solid movie. I think if you're a fan, if you're a fan of the franchise, you definitely have to finish and see exactly how it's end. Now the good thing I did love how they tied a lot of the first Mission Impossible into this movie and also from Mission Impossible 3. So if you get a chance before you go see this movie, go refresh and go see Mission Impossible 1 and Mission Impossible 3. A lot of it kind of gives the backstory of kind of like the creation of the entity and how he got to this point. So, but all in all, like I said, solid movie. I really love the action, suspense, the drama, but it just was a little too long and a little too. They could have got to the point a little bit faster. But all in all, like I said, I thought the movie was solid, and I would probably give it like like a 7.5 out of 10. So, but drop those comments. Let me know what you guys think once you do go see the final reckoning, and also get this popcorn bucket. I'm going to show you guys. It's super dope. And